Hi, this is Paige from PaigeeDraw and welcome to my video tutorials. In this tutorial, we are going to be fine lining a chibi.
So now we're going to start fine lining the chibi, and I use a Copic multi-liner size 0.2, and you can find one at either an art store, but since they're fairly difficult to find, I also sell them on my shop. Shop.PaigeeDraw.com. And I'm going to just start fine lining eyes. And when you first fine line it, just feel like getting the lines done. And then you just start making them really thick at first. I find that whenever I erase afterwards, sometimes, depending on the paper, your ink will get erased as well. So, it's just don't fine line intensely at first until you erase it. Then you can just go over it, and then it'll be how you wanted it to be. I really hate fine lining, but it is a necessary thing when you're trying to color most of the time. So when you're fine lining, just make sure you are getting the right lines, because if you make one little mistake on it, you can't erase it. Like, you either have to go over it and incorporate it into it, like into your drawing, or you have to go over with white ink, which generally you can't really do. You have to color over it, and the color never looks the same. So it's just difficult. So when you fine line, you take your time. But also another tip about fine lining is, although you need to take your time, when you're doing a continuous line, try to keep your pen on at all times when you're doing that line, and try to go a little bit fast. That way you don't get, you get a continuous line, and also it's not choppy. Or if you go really slow, your hand tends to shake, so then the line doesn't look as clean. So when you go fairly quick, that's not much of a problem. And it's especially good to go quick when you're doing straight lines. If you'll notice that those ones are choppy. I don't really fine line in any particular order. Same with my drawing, but I just kind of start with whatever. I don't specifically have to fine line one thing or fine line another. But I try to fine line things that come in front first. So if something's slightly behind or something, I will fine line that one last. So for example, if her hand was behind her dress, I wouldn't fine line that arm until I fine lined the dress. So now we start erasing, and it's good to wait like 5-10 minutes for it to erase, but if you don't want to wait that long, just erase the areas that you fine lined, like the areas that you fine lined first. Try to avoid immediately erasing the areas you just finished fine lining, because it might result in it smudging all over the place. I find that Copic ink is my Copic multi-liner ink is a little bit better for smudging, but even then it's still able to smudge, so. And you just want to make sure you got every single pencil mark, so just kind of erase over parts that you think can still be some pencil. And then you just finished erasing. And now we're going to do touch-ups. So what I always do is I always start with the face when I do touch-ups, because what you want to do, if you want your drawing to look a little bit more interesting, you need to have some lines that are a bit thicker than the others. And also, since the eraser does pick up some of your fine lining, it makes your fine lining more gray rather than black. So I always go over my eyes fully. Maybe add a little extra dark there. Because I find that even if you don't go over and do touch-ups through the whole drawing, if you do at least just the face, it'll just stand out much more. So it's a good idea. So with the bangs, every time there's another piece of hair kind of connected to the other, I make that line a little bit thicker. That way it kind of shows like depth. So out of fine lining, this is actually my favorite type, because it's a little bit funner. It's kind of like coloring by adding a bit of shading, but not quite. And it's good to practice doing thick and thin lines with drawings, because if you were ever interested in, say, making a manga, since everything is black and white, you're going to want it, instead of just being flat, one type of line, you have thick and thin lines, so then it's much more interesting to look at. So I just did touch-ups on the face. So I just fast forwarded the fine lining a bit, and they're almost done. So if you can see, I'm just adding a little bit of shadow under the dress, and that's pretty much what you're doing. I'm just adding like a shadow. Right? wherever it's needed. There. So, almost done. And just finish the fine lining. So,
thanks for watching my PaigeeDraw video tutorials. Please check out PaigeeDraw on Facebook.